Hey everybody, this is Mariah. Welcome back. Gonna do our garden tour for week 3. Right up here is a new little flower bed Daniel built me this week by our mailbox. I'm gonna put my gladiolus and my daylilies, maybe some bearded iris out here. It has been raining all day today here, so I'm gonna try and get a quick video in between rain showers. But we are up on the walkway here, and on this left side, my oregano and those little squash we dug up, my zinnias, my rosemary. The watermelon is doing excellent. It is all the way out past my little fabric here. I'll have to add some more. And it is starting putting out male blooms. The Nanking cherry has lots of new little growth. And my wicking barrels here, I did notice we have tiny little gingers just starting to pop up on these. Carrots doing good. I haven't seen the ginger pop up on the other 2 wicking barrels, but pepper plants are doing good. I did harvest some peppers off of these yesterday when we didn't have any rain. I'll have to show those to you. And then my other pepper plant and the basil is doing alright. Here we are on the back side of my big new rock bed. The little calendula that popped up are doing well. And I did manage to spy a dill or 2, it looks like, that came up. And that rosemary and oregano, of course, is wonderful. Then the mints. I did harvest. We got a few blueberries yesterday, too, off of everything. That lemon basil is getting nice and big. The mums are all blooming. Then brings us to our front trellis here. Spearmint's doing good. The Roma tomatoes are doing alright. I picked a few of those yesterday as well. We are loaded back up on banana peppers. Then what is this one? This is the Better Boy. It's got a few tomatoes in there. Then our Brandywine Red, she's starting to look a little bad as well. But she's right next to this Sun Sugar that I think has pretty much bit the dust on me. We have the stuff to make up the hydrogen peroxide spray that Gary from the Rusted Garden has a great video on. The problem is when you're raining every day, several times a day, it's kind of pointless to come spray something. So we just hope for the best when it gets like this and do what we can. The squash, we got a couple of bad leaves that still have that powdery mildew. Once again, we can't really spray anything because it just gets washed off. That pepper hiding back there, it's doing good. I'm anxiously awaiting those bell peppers right back there to ripen up. Our other little bitty tomato that's hiding, well, I say little bitty, but he actually has come all the way out here. I need to get him tied up to the trellis. He's doing really well, just started putting on blooms. The other zucchini out here. My lime tree's looking rough too. I don't know what's going on. We've fertilized, I don't know. I'll have to look into that some more. Then the eggplant's doing good. We got a couple of eggplant I should be able to harvest pretty soon. And then I'll make some eggplant jerky maybe. Our other Roma. And then the Sweet 100, which is starting to get hit too. And the indigo roses, I actually got a few ripe ones of those yesterday. They're doing great. That brings us over to our blueberry trellis. Blueberries are doing good over there. I have a few berries on one of the plants, which is good for the first year in the ground. And then our potatoes here, which are starting to look a little floopy, for lack of a better word. Pepper's doing okay. You'll notice the second middle potato bun here is missing. That had pretty much completely died out. So we harvested those yesterday, and I'll throw a little clip in here to show you. Alright, I'm going to help you carry this. Baby going by the way. Okay. Alright,
sure.
this one's not bad.
Look at his hands.
Great.
last year for that bug in.
Yeah. Get here, baby wood. My other pepper, of course the garlic, the shallots, the other blueberry over here, which is one of those little patio blueberry plants Audrey picked out. Alright, trellises on the side of the house. We have the beans are still doing okay. I've just got a couple of plants that are looking iffy. You can see my peas, my sugar snaps, and my regular peas, they are not handling up to this 90+ degree weather with, you know, really high humidity right now. They're starting to die out, so I'm leaving whatever is on those plants for seed at this point. My other beans are doing good. I have a few good sized ones on here. I have not come out and messed with anything today because there hasn't been a very big break. We have one little one. It's hard to see. It's purple. We have one plant that came up and the pods are all purple. It was supposed to be a rattlesnake bean. It was seed I saved from last year from rattlesnake beans I grew, so I don't know if it got cross-pollinated with something else, but I'm going to make sure I save some seed from that one this year and see what happens. Just the rest of the beans, like I said, there is our regular pea. You can tell they've given up for the year, I believe. One of our squashes, I think that one's a patty pan. The big old cabbage here, I thought he was going to bolt. He might still. He's looking good for whatever he's going to do. A volunteer tomato, I believe it's pineapple tomato. Then more of the squashes. They're still doing good, getting big. They look better than the ones out front. My mint is all doing good, and the stevia has gone to seed. I'm going to let it, see if I can save some seed and start another round. Then this bean is doing good. It is all the way up, almost to the top of the trellis now. And I just noticed where'd he go. I have a bug. Ooh. Anybody know what kind of bug that is? Can't know if it's gonna focus. Some sort of, I don't know what he is. As long as he doesn't sting me, we're good. The eggplants doing really well. They're getting big. They've got several flowers each. I'm looking forward to that. And just the rest of the beans, another tomato. Just still only have that one Santa Claus melon that came up, but he's looking good. Another volunteer tomato we found. And then the zucchinis and the loofah, they're doing well. This loofah's got several new leaves on it. The zucchini's getting big. And then, let's see, other side. Still here. The fig tree is doing really well. It's loaded. Like I said, hopefully we beat the birds and stuff to it this year. We have one zipper pea that volunteered up right there in the middle of our okra. We'll see. Those things tend to take over any area that they pop up in. And they volunteer in our entire yard now since we've planted them. Like, we planted them 1 year and we pretty much don't have to plant them after that. They volunteer everywhere. Our okra's getting a little taller. We're probably about 5 or 6 inches now. I do have some sunflowers mixed in there. The potatoes back there, they're doing really well. Here's our experimental potato bed. They're doing really well. They're way up above the grass clippings. Looks like something might have been chewing on one over there. We'll see. This is next to the woods. We do have deer and rabbits, and we've seen a groundhog, coyotes, hawks. We have everything, so There's no telling what might come munching. Oh, I hear some more rain coming. Let's see if we can finish before the rain hits us. Alright, had to stop for a second, guys. Started raining on us again, but I think I have another small break. We're back here in the backyard with our squash back here. They're getting nice and big. Starting to put out some female blooms, so hopefully we'll get some fruit off of those. And the mystery ones haven't put any female blooms yet, so I'm not sure what they are still. Our strawberries, they're not quite as productive now that it's so hot, but they are still putting out a few here and there. Alright, the zipper peas that we purposely planted, not volunteers, back here at this trellis, they are all doing well. They're all at the bottom line of the trellis now, so they take off really fast. They'll probably be 1.5 feet tall in no time. And then we have our cucumbers. I do have one pallet up to start the next part of the trellising for these guys, which I'll have to get done this week. As you can see, he's already started to grab on to what I have in place, but the cucumbers are looking good, starting to grow really well for me. Back by the pink playhouse, that rhubarb is popping back up and getting really big. Thankfully the deer haven't found it yet this year. In the aquaponics, it's doing pretty well. The kale is getting a little bigger. My chard as well. I'm excited for the Swiss chard. I love Swiss chard. One bad leaf I'll pull out there. Yeah, the strawberries, once again, like I said, they're old. They're not really producing. My green onions were doing good, but you can see right here, something's been up here eating. Probably a squirrel. They love to get in the aquaponics. Celery is doing wonderful. It's already almost as tall as that new tower we added. Tower's doing good. The green onions are doing really well. And up here in the top you can see the ginger popping up. It's doing excellent as well. We have some algae going on, but that'll be alright once the ginger gets taller. Up top, and the peppers. What I'm going to call the peppers. Look at this. This is why I love my aquaponics. Look at that pepper. I have 2 on this plant, but one is massive. Then also this guy, massive as well. He's doing really well. That's an Anaheim. First one was giant Marconi. My little Swiss chard's going fine. The pimento pepper, he's getting big too. I've got my green onions and then the little small snacking pepper. He does have a few on him. Let's see if we can get over here. Let's see if we can see some of those little guys on there. Yeah. It's kind of hard to do one-handed in the rain. But there are some little peppers on there. It's doing really well.